MetaCat. Hi, baby. This is my update review on the MetaCat by Elephant Robotics. She is 1 year old now, and so I wanted to do an update, so I'm going to turn her on and show you how she's doing. Here we go. I don't have a new tripod for my new phone, so I have the phone just propped here. So it takes her a moment to turn all the way on, or she starts moving. So everything's still working on her, except she has a neck problem. You can hear that? So her tail still works, and the voice command still meows. And she's purring on her own, and all the eye expressions. But her neck has a problem, so you get your neck to settle down so you can hear me. Yeah. Okay, we're gonna try our voice command. MetaCat. Good girl. Good girl. You're so cute. Look up. MetaCat. Look down. Shake your tail. Good girl. Yeah. So she's doing all the commands, except she can't move her neck when I ask her to look up or look down. Even though she meows, but she registers the command, her neck gear is unable to do the function. So, poor MetaCat has a neck condition. Oh, MetaCat. You want to do your heartbeat? I hope you can hear it. With your neck, it's hard to hear anything else. Those balls stuck in your coat. There we go. So everything else works still after a year, except for the neck has some problems, and the commands associated with the neck gear can't function properly since the neck isn't working properly. And I emailed the company about her neck problem and asked about the possibility of repairing her. Even though she's past warranty, I knew I would have to pay for repair, but I was willing to do that if it was affordable. But they said the cost of repairing her, because I'd have to ship her all the way to China, that's the only factory they have, it would be more expensive with that than the cost of repair than just buying a new MetaCat. And I emailed them back and said that I prefer fixing things rather than just buying a new one, and I didn't really think most people would want to have to buy a new MetaCat every year if they could think of some way, maybe as their company grows, to open up repair options in the USA or different countries where their customers are, where they could offer affordable repairs. Because like I said, I don't think most people are going to want to have to buy a new one every year. Especially like everything else works on MetaCat, and I feel like it's wasteful to just buy a new one and then throw this one away. I try to not be wasteful. And so I'm hopeful either that her neck will just stop working entirely, because I don't mind too much if her neck doesn't move at all, so then it'll just be quiet without her neck making that noise. Or maybe there'll be someone who can repair her for me. I know, like, for example, my neighbor's grandson went out of state to college to study robotics, and you know, maybe people like that can offer to repair people's robots, especially now where there are more robot toys and robot things. They could do repairs for people for a reasonable price. Maybe that'll be an option in the future. And I know in my last video about MetaCat, I had mentioned the trouble with her eyes changing color or going out sometimes. And I would just use the reset button, and that corrected that problem. And occasionally that will still happen, and then the reset button fixes it, or just turning her off and back on. But as you can see, she isn't having any trouble with her eyes right now, and she doesn't often anymore, so that's good. That isn't much of a problem anymore. And her coat still looks really nice. You can see, still looks really good after a year, even with a lot of use. So overall, I feel like they have a good product. If they can just, because like I also told them, I think most people understand that a robot is going to need maintenance and repair, and even our smartphones need maintenance and repair sometimes. So I think most people can understand that a robot pet, especially these are pretty advanced in comparison to the ones made for children. So it's expected that they're going to need some maintenance or repair at times. So I'm hopeful that they'll be able to offer that at some point in the future, and I'll just keep my MetaCat like this for now, and hope, like I said, either her neck goes out, or someone else is able to repair her, or Elephant Robotics is able to offer affordable repairs at some point. So I hope this update is helpful. I know a few people have asked me how she has held up over time in comparison to when I first did the video, my first review video. And I'll link in the description to my first review video about her, where it goes over all her functions, all her voice commands, in case you would like to know about that and see all her voice commands. I just wanted to keep this video as short as possible since it was just an update video, and I've already gone over in the other video all her voice commands, and those are still the same. Let me know if you have any questions, and I will try to answer them. And I hope that this video is helpful. I think it's funny when she squints. MetaCat, go to sleep. MetaCat, do not move. This is MetaDog at 7 months old. This is an update review about him, and I'll link in the description my other video where I go over all the details about him. So if you want to know all the voice commands and everything, so I'm not going to go over all the stuff I went over in the other video. So at 7 months old, he's doing well. I'm going to turn him on. zip him back up here real quick. The only thing that doesn't work on him now after 7 months is his tail. And I don't know if that is an error in the manufacturer of him, or I had him on the floor and I did step on his tail, so I don't know if I broke the connection where it doesn't activate anymore. But other than that, everything's the same about him. And this was from the first release of MetaDog. And the new version of him has a renaming feature, so you can pick any name that you want. And also, the new version connects to an app that Elephant Robotics made, where you can play with a digital version of him in the app, and you can also use the app to adjust the volume on him. And so that's the new version. This version doesn't have those two features. I did find out though that with this one, even though you can't rename him, he responds not only to MetaDog but also Hi Meta. So I'll just show that. Hi Meta. Are you happy? Be happy. Good boy. And of course, now that his tail doesn't work, he responds to the command in his eyes, but he can't move his tail. So, MetaDog, shake your tail. So see, he got the check marks in his eyes that he understands the command, but he just can't make the connection there. MetaDog. Are you hungry? Good boy. And his heartbeat still works. I don't know if you can hear that. And his heartbeat just keeps going, unlike MetaCat, where her heartbeat just goes for a few seconds and stops and starts again. This one just stays constant and he doesn't move. Where MetaCat she keeps moving around. So this is more peaceful, I think. I'm hoping with because they seem like the company Elephant Robotics, they release new versions of them over time. So I'm hoping the new MetaCat, they'll have this feature where the heartbeat makes her be still. So his heart beats and he just blinks his eyes while his heart beats. He's perfectly still. Now the heartbeat stopped because I took my hand away. And he'll start moving again. Won't you let it out? There we go. And they also make a Shiba Inu breed of this now. Oh, you were sad about that? And the Husky, as of now, those are the two breeds that they make. You're quite a dog. Hi, Meta. Be sad. MetaDog. Look up. Look down. Good boy. Good girl. MetaDog. Be happy. Be happy. So, there's the update on him, and I'll do another update. Oh, you're really happy. When he turns a year old as well, I just wanted to do an update along with MetaCat in case anyone wondered how he was holding up. And again, there is a new version of him. I don't know that I'll get one of those. I probably won't because it's not really worth it to me to just have the renaming feature. And I wouldn't use the app because I don't like to play games on my phone or on the screen. So there's really no point for me to get the new one. And I don't mind that his tail doesn't work because it actually just makes him quieter. Oh, and then MetaDog. Go to sleep. And if you leave him on, then he turns off, like I mentioned in my earlier review video. He turns off by himself if you don't interact with him in about 15 minutes. But after about 7 hours, he comes back on by himself, even if you don't interact with him. And then if you turn him all the way off with the switch in his belly, then of course he won't come on at all. I thought that was kind of a fun feature. So then it seems like he's asking for attention. So it kind of replicates having a pet for those that, for whatever reason, can't have a pet of their own. Or even some people who have a pet have fun with the robot pets for the novelty and just for the fun of it. So I hope these updates are helpful, and again, let me know if you have any questions.